Good morning, everybody. Should be able to see the disclaimer. Hope you guys are all doing absolutely fantastic. Just about to pop up my regular screen for you. Just note that everything that we're about to do is for demo and paper trading purposes only. This is just for education and entertainment. But thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it. Should be able to see my regular trading screen now. And then we'll be going here and talking about what we could foresee for using True Algo throughout the CPI release, which is going to happen in about 15 minutes. We've already got some confirmations already going from our system that we'll talk to you guys about, and hopefully it helps you. And then Jeff, Paul, Peter, our current guys, hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for heading over here. If you guys can just let me know and confirm, I believe my audio and video are all going great, but it matters more that it's going great for you guys, so just let me know if anything's not working well. But yeah, man, I'm excited to be on here with you guys, and let's talk about CPI and this release. Right now, we've got the ES futures on our left side of our screen. We have the NQ futures in the middle of our screen, and then we have our US 30 futures right here on the right side of the screen. And so just a couple of things to note going into CPI and for our current members and using our True Algo system, we're already confirmed bullish from the ES. So we're looking for something like this to finish playing out. And then the NQ is the same exact setup as the S is right now. So that means the two biggest indexes in the markets that we track are both confirmed bullish. And then US 30 is the only one, though it was confirmed bullish at the end of day yesterday and played out through New York, which was always fantastic. We were talking about this yesterday on live. It's more about focusing on what's going on exactly right now on this current candle, and it's the only one that's confirmed bearish. So US 30 is telling us it wants to go down, meanwhile that the other two indexes, the ES and the NQ, are confirmed that they want to go up. So that's something just to be cautious of. But typically with the New York Open, we've been seeing the US 30 go in the opposite direction of the other two, or at least the NQ going the opposite direction of US 30. And so we'll look at some other things to see if anything else is confirmed to help produce the ideas of the direction that we're heading. But we do have bullish confirmations on the ES and the NQ, and that's something that we like to see for a potential bullish move up here for CPI. Cool. So hopefully that helps answer those questions. I'm going to go ahead and look at the Forex side. That usually can help. The DXY, the US dollar, is one of the biggest proponents of the directional move for CPI. So what happens is right now we are bearish confirmation from DXY. Now this is a really good thing, because if DXY is confirmed bearish using True Algo, you want to see is the Euro confirmed bullish, and right now it is confirmed bullish. So we are in, as it hits our True Algo box and we get a bullish close above it, we are bullish and now targeting a higher target, which for right now on the Euro could be the weekly open, it could be this True Algo scalp target that we have right here, or the box above. And the same exact thing exists on the opposite side of that spectrum for DXY. But the most important part is DXY is confirmed bearish, the Euro is confirmed bullish, which means indexes, we would like for them to look bullish, especially if it's a confirmation from True Algo, and we've got that. So over here, left side of our screen, this is confirmed bearish. These are confirmed bullish, the two big indexes, which could help us have a bullish CPI, but that's all could be completely changed as soon as DXY closes above this box. We know CPI is going to bring a lot of volatility, but if DXY pushes up here and closes, then now we will have a bearish move from most of the markets for CPI. And same thing, you want to see the opposite happen here on the Euro if it closes in this circle at the same time that DXY closes in this circle on the left side of your screen. That would produce a change in markets in the direction that they're in right now. As in, this is bearish, but getting into this circle closed above this True Algo box would flip it bullish. But right now, everything on DXY is confirmed bearish, Euro is confirmed bullish, and then the two big indexes are also confirmed bullish. So that's what we'll be watching. I'm going to check over on oil and gold. Oil right now for everybody, oil is going to be the one that has the least effect going into CPI. Oil right now, if you look on the bottom right of my screen, it is trending. You see that little green arrow pushing up with the W. So we are trending bullish, green, upwards using the True Algo weekly system. So there's no reason to be bearish on oil. So right now we're just looking for oil to just keep slowly trudging its way up here to this box. Oil has an extremely high hit rate on our beacons and scalp targets by True Algo, which are down here. These are bearish, but we are trending bullish, and these hit rates are extremely high. But if we miss them and we have an extremely high hit rate, that means we would be looking for price to trend very far away from them, and we are producing that right now on oil. This is silver on the left side of your screen. Silver had a couple of really small shorts, and then right now it is breaking above to be bullish. This would match its view on indexes, because if DXY breaks down here, and by the way, DXY put in a new low just now, the Euro put in a new high. If this breaks down from the CPI results, silver will push up, gold will push up, commodities push up if DXY pushes down. So we just need a little bit higher of a close right now on silver, and then silver could be bullish. Let's look and see if gold is in the same spot relative. It should look similarly on the chart, and as you can see, like, it currently has that same green candle. And we'll just wait for that to load up here real quick. While that's loaded, I'm going to go over and check back over to the indexes. Yep, still holding. US 30 still starting to reject from that box. Remember that US 30 is the only one that is confirmed bearish. This was the True Algo hit. That was the bearish close. Played out through the fair value gap. And now getting a re-articulation of this box at the moment. And I'll tell you about one more thing as we get closer to the CPI that we'll be looking at on the bearish side for the two big indexes if we get a bearish move instead of a bullish move. Okay, cool. So here's gold, and gold is confirmed bullish. So this is good. Silver is trying to confirm bullish right now using True Algo, and we are confirmed bullish on gold. And so a target for gold right here is our intermediate scalp target above us. And then True Algo members, we talked about this weekly scalp target on gold to be hit, but not to be hit on day one because it only has a 9.5% chance to be cleared. It has a 75% chance to be hit overall, so this would be a good opportunity to get up to that circle for this True Algo weekly scalp target overall, as long as we hold this box. And then when do we flip bearish on gold? As soon as we get down here, and then we flip bearish, and then we look for reasons to short gold. And so, yeah, real quick, just on crypto. Crypto we covered extensively yesterday for the group about wanting, yesterday during the New York session, to go lower during New York, specifically because Bitcoin hadn't gotten to our True Algo swing weekly system, and now it has. And then just yesterday talking to members about looking for reasons for crypto to push up and then for Tether to push down. We're seeing them react exactly how we want. This is Ethereum. This is Bitcoin, and you'll see that Tether is doing the opposite, which is what we want to see. And right now, Tether is confirmed bearish, and then Bitcoin and Ethereum are confirming bullish. So even the crypto side, sorry for the background noise, even the crypto side right now is confirmed the same directional move as the indexes and as the Euro. So it's just something for us to watch here as that release gets closer. And I'll be on with you guys for the entire release, as well as long as everything goes okay with internet, through the New York Open as well. So it'll be a long stream. We'll be here navigating throughout that volatility to help you guys. Every now and then I won't talk too much because I'm just waiting for candles to close. That's the difference with our system, is we wait for candles to close rather than trying to force and chase moves with hopes and dreams. You'll see sometimes moves will go without you, and that's part of the game. But for every time that you don't just let that move go without you and you take it without following your rule set, that's when markets will take your stops and make it an extreme, and you can lose literally months of worth of progress on your account by just not following rules. So that's what we'll do. We follow our rules. Hey, Tech, I know I've seen you a lot in all these streams, so I'll try to keep going back and forth and answer questions as we go. So Tojo SMC is asking a good question. He's like, do you trade before news or trade after? For us, we know that the news is going to bring volatility. But like from right here, this was a bullish close. Using our mitigation strategy, most retail traders will enter into their full position right here. In Tech, I'm answering your question as I'm doing this. Right here is where most retail traders would go full in if you're practicing. And instead, this would be like a quarter point of the entry, and then this is the second, the half, and then the third, and then your last entry would be more towards the bottom end of the box. And then now as it pushes up, where you ever see to take profit, the full take profit on a position would be when you hit the next box. Because when you hit this box up here, that's when you now wait for a potential bearish close to go bearish. So just simply going from that box to this box. But in reality, and with most trading, if you always think that you're just going to go from this box to this box and price isn't going to push down against you or going to hit something to the left, something over here, that could stop price. So that's why we use that mitigation strategy where you have multiple entrances or scaling into a position and not entering into your full position right here on the first bullish close. And then you don't have to get to the full box, and you can sort of get those sniper type entries because you're scaling into your entrance. That CPI news is going to pop in 3.5 minutes. DXY is still confirmed bearish. Euro still confirmed bullish. Oil still confirmed bullish. And then the indexes, just a reminder that the US 30 is confirmed bearish, but all three of them, they're going to move in the same direction for the CPI results. That's what happens. And ES, NQ are confirmed bullish. We do have some bearish targets. This is something else I was told you that we could be gunning for with this news. Though the ES and the NQ are confirmed bullish, US 30 is confirmed bearish, we do have watch the circles that I'm putting on the chart. We have bearish scalp targets and bearish beacon targets on True Algo for the ES and the NQ. And we also have the day one hit rate that we are aware, and it's a 71% chance that we're going to get down here, 79% chance that we'll hit this today, and then this is a 84% chance, and this is a 77% chance. So during the New York session today, these circles that I have drawn on the bottom of your screen, that is a statistical probability that we are going to hit those targets. When do we want to hit those targets? As soon as price closes below here. We don't just blindly short to get down here. That's like a hopes and dreams type thing. And if it works out for you, every time that it works out, the markets will then punish you by extracting you out of the market instead and pushing price here first and then bringing you down to that way. That's why we wait for the closes. CPI is about to pop here in 2 minutes. And then just again to that question about do we look for positions before or after the news? If True Algo already has these bullish closes above the box, our members are allowed to get into ideas before the news ever hits. And then when the news is coming, that's a really good time to secure profit when you're practicing, or to put and move your stop to protect your position so that you don't get the volatility to take you out, even if the play continues to go in your favor. DXY did again put in another new low. Euro did just put a new high. It's almost to this intermediate scalp target by True Algo right here. And remember, I told you we have the same exact one lower on DXY to come down here. Sorry for clearing my throat into the mic, guys. And I hit the wrong button. There we go. Gold is pushing up again, which is great. And to see if these indexes can hold strong to push up based off of the ES and the NQ. CPI is about to print here in just in less than a minute. The CPI, it doesn't matter what the figures are. The positions from the people who move the actual markets, the brokers, their positions are already in place. They're going to market into their limit orders here in a second. So hopefully that makes sense. The NQ is currently confirmed bullish, as is gold. And then these are the bearish targets and there's the bullish move. And see how that, there you go. Man, look at the NQ. And there's the advantage of using True Algo. Good Lord. Look at that move, man. 500 ticks in a second, and it's still going. And that's the advantage. That's why I was telling US 30. Look at the ES. I have to scroll out so far. That's one of the most aggressive CPI instant candles I've ever seen. And you'll see, watch DXY. Completely broken down. Euro, completely broken upwards. Sorry for a little bit of lag. Look at the Euro. Just straight vertical. Watch, you'll see gold. There's the two circles that have been hit. And this is the advantage you have with the True Algo system, that we are confirmed bullish on the ES, confirmed bullish on the NQ. I told you the US 30 was the only one confirmed bearish, and now you can see it play out. And Tech, if you're still here, bud, you can see how in this way that stop loss, we suggest it to be below the box, but in this case the stop, if you were worried about the news volatility, could have just been the low of where your position was. It literally taps the box to the tick, and then now you have a move that is bigger than every move that has occurred for the entire week, and we were able to have a position before it got in there. And that's how we play it, guys. And I have to keep zooming out on US 30 is just going parabolic. And you can see right here where price is touching on the NQ. This is a True Algo. We call this like a I always say inception, but I'm sort of just trying to be funny, that it's a box stacked into a box. So this is a really good take profit tool on those longs from that True Algo move upwards. And so where do we look for continued upward movement for this CPI? As soon as we close this candle above here, then we will look to go higher and we would start a trend. But yeah, man, just to show you, like the ES played out as planned, with that is confirmed bullish, NQ confirmed bullish, gold confirmed bullish. You can see we got to that weekly target. And True Algo members, this is what I was telling you. It doesn't matter how many news events occur. This is why that statistic on when a day one hit rate, when this prints, compared to the overall hit rate. And that's why on day one, we don't target to get to that weekly scalp target, because the hit rate is so low. Now you're on day 3, and you can use that to your advantage. And what a move, especially because you were able to get off of that to start. And then obviously Euro in the same exact place as DXY. Looks like it's frozen. I believe that's an issue with the chart with Capcom, not with the actual DXY. Yeah, that's the actual DXY. So I'll move that out of the way so we can see it. And you can see the Euro's going great, and there's no reason to be bearish now. Like, let price go. It has to close bearish. So we are going to fly up on the Euro. We're going to fly up on gold. Oil is still confirmed bullish, as we said, because it's trending, guys. But you can see oil's not affected by the news, but it did put in a new high, which is fantastic. And then again, ES, NQ, over 500 ticks now up on that. I can turn my volume up if that helps. Check, check, check. I just turned my volume up greatly, so let me know if that helps, if you can hear it better now. You might hear me breathe a little bit. I'm trying to adjust my audio levels for you guys so you don't hear me breathing into the microphone, but hopefully you guys can hear me good. Good, I appreciate it. So yeah, man, the trick now is, like, retail traders are going to want to fight this move. And with us, this is where things become a lot simpler. If you didn't catch the move from that True Algo confirmation on both the NQ and on the ES, this is a place where we take profit on the positions, but where we add in more or a new idea is when we close above the box. And then if you're going to short retail traders, this is a really good place for those people to get trapped in this box on both the ES and the NQ. US 30 has the same type of boxes that are in its way. You would have to have a bearish close below the boxes to then look for reasons to go short. Again, we wait for the closes. we can see that the potential of a bearish close is super low because the bearish close would be way down here. Does that make sense, everybody? If price comes down to this box during this next 11-minute close that we're waiting on every 15 minutes, it won't be a bearish candle. So we know that there can be no shorts for the next 10 minutes. And that's the thing that retail traders will fight. Even if price pushes down right now and you win, then you're teaching yourself a really bad habit. And that's why, again, we use this system to our advantage, that when there is a bullish close above the box, which, again, occurred all the way throughout here, you are targeting the next box higher with your stop being below the box. And as you can see, using that True Algo mitigation entrance strategy, that's what's played out. This is not where we look to short. This is where we take profit on the long positions. DXY, as expected, we talked about having a trending week, and we are now trending downwards from a day perspective. I would love to get DXY a little bit lower and then the Euro a little bit higher. So to me, that means that we still have more to go on the moves throughout the New York session today, as in DXY lower, Euro higher, to get to the True Algo weekly system that we have here, these yellow boxes. And then that could really help maybe with FOMC that's going to release later today, guys. If FOMC hits this yellow box on DXY and we have a bullish close and then FOMC prints, we could reverse the entire move for the day. Where we would look to have a bearish FOMC for DXY or a bullish FOMC for everything else, again, it's the opposite of DXY, would be as soon as DXY closes below here, then there's a really high probability FOMC is going to be unbelievably bullish because DXY is trending bearish from True Algo. You can see gold still holding its long. And then ES and NQ, they're going to sit in this box while we sit on the stream for the next 9 minutes while we wait for this close with you guys. Congrats, Inna. That's awesome. Thanks, guys, for letting me know about the audio improving. We're always trying to take your guys' feedback, so just let us know. We had a couple audio issues yesterday, and then luckily it got fixed right before New York opened, and then we monitored the whole New York session yesterday, the open, and then got into some nice long positions on the NQ live from an idea perspective. Sorry for the ambient noise in the background. I'm not in my office today. You guys see, like, I sometimes get worried when I'm on these live streams with the YouTube side. The current members, they understand, but like, it's always weird when I'm on these live streams because I think most people, they're going to keep changing assets like crazy. They're going to keep changing time frames, and they're going to keep trying to find moves for people on the stream. And every time I think they do that, they're lowering the probability of their statistics in their favor. And for me, I hope I'm not boring you guys when I tell you the only thing you can be right now is bullish on the indexes. And it's not because, like, there's a move that went up, because all of you guys that have been here with us, you heard what we said about the ES and NQ and what we said about DXY, that it was confirmed bearish and that the Euro was confirmed bullish. So, like, every one of the assets that we follow, and if you guys watch our other live streams, you'll see I'm very consistent. I keep the same assets up. I cover the same things every single time. And all we can do right now is just wait for the next close using the True Algo system. The mistakes retail traders make is they use the 5-minute, the 3-minute, and 1-minute, and it's just because they're trying to create moves, and that's why their statistics go against them, and we try to push the statistics in our favor. So I apologize if I bore anybody, but right now the only thing there can be is to be bullish on the index futures, bearish on DXY, which means like the UCAD. If you're a Forex trader and you want to trade the UCAD is going to be very bearish right now. And there's no reason to go against the current move until True Algo gives us a bearish close. And we can see that that's highly unlikely over the next now 6 minutes on the indexes. We use the 15-minute time frame for indexes. And you can see we're still in the same spot, guys. And then for every other asset class, we use a 30-minute close. So we know for the next 20 minutes, there will be no move, and then there will not be a move on the other asset classes until New York opens. So if I were you guys, stay on the stream, go grab a coffee, go grab a water, your drink of choice, and then basically for the next 50 minutes, we can sit here and answer questions, but the move will continue to go in the direction we're looking at. We're not going to fight this like most retail traders would. I hope that makes sense, and I apologize if that bores you. Tojo's asking, do we watch the pound? Absolutely, man. I just don't have as many Forex pairs up at the same exact time. But you'll see, here's the pound. Let me get this out of the way. True Algo members, especially because we have FOMC coming up, we've hit my 128 level on the pound from the macro streams for the past couple of years. And hopefully you guys, if you're not sure, just DM us on Discord about how I feel about that 1.28 level. This is the pound for the person that just asked. We cover the pound, the euro, and the DXY every single day on our live streams. And as you can see here, same story. It looks exactly the same as the euro. And right here, DXY, not DXY, I apologize. The pound has hit the True Algo weekly system. So this is a really good spot for long positions to take profit on the pound. And then if we can get a bearish close in the next hour below this yellow box where this circle is, then this could be the potential high for the pound for the week. And then we just look to push down from there. But yeah, man, same story. The euro and the pound will look the same almost always because they move the opposite direction of DXY. I hope that helps. Gold still keeping long and strong, as I was telling you guys. There's no reason to be bearish on it. And True Algo members, something else to think about is because we didn't hit these scalp targets and beacons down here that printed today, what do we teach you guys? When you miss the current day's print, what is True Algo screaming to you that price wants to do? And that's my question for you guys for today, if you guys could give me some answers. Notice the indexes are still in the same spot. I'm going to grab a drink real quick, guys. Jeffrey, that is probably one of the best ways to put it. Boring is profitable. That is one of the best. I'm going to write that quote down, bud. Tojo's asking, am I staying live till this 15-minute candle closes, as in the next 3 minutes? Absolutely, bud. My plan is to be here for the next, almost at least the next hour. So I apologize if I bore anybody. I'm going to stay on all the way through the New York Open. So you guys will have me here to help you. I don't know if everyone will be hanging around that time. I mean, that's a really long time to be on live stream. So please keep asking questions. I'll be here to help. But you've got me for the next hour. Hope that helps. And True Algo members, any questions you guys have, please keep flooding in there and I will answer them as we go. It's one of the rare places you can get answers immediately versus having to wait and hope that someone will answer you. I'm here to help. And Niz, thanks for the comment on the audio. Glad I was able to fix that for you guys. So Tech is asking, sorry, I'm chewing ice. I apologize. Does it mean that we can take the gold or oil trade after 20 minutes from now based on the candle close, or can you look for further confluence? I think we can do both, but we'll pull up exactly what you're saying. So he's asking about gold or oil. So let's get over to the commodity side. So here's gold and oil. Oil is already confirmed bullish, and it's kind of staying in its spot. And for us, using our True Algo system, there's no reason to go short at all. And for us, if oil were to go short, like let's say New York pushes oil red and down like this, it wouldn't be something that we would take. We would just let it go. So if this candle closes right here, we are still looking for oil during the New York session to finish the move out to get here. And you might ask, well, where would I put my stop if I didn't get into the position earlier? Well, in this case for you, I mean, you have to use whatever techniques you currently have, or you can use a box. So like this is the first set of boxes. So if price closes below that box, then that could be where your long idea is invalidated. And this is why we teach our members in tech. You were asking this earlier, and I was talking about it. If you're not in a position, but you're waiting for this close on oil, when this candle closes and you go long, again, most retail, and everybody's a retail trader unless you have 9 figures in your account. Like, instead of entering in the full position on that candle close, you could enter in a quarter of the position or half of the position, and then as it comes back down against you, you can scale it in, which means by lowering the average entry down to here, you get closer to your stop, meaning your risk is lower rather than putting everything you got into that first initial entrance. And by the way, gold is really going for it now, guys, left side of your screen. So that's why I was telling you there's no reason to be bearish. Retail traders that miss the move will try to fight it and go against it. So that's why markets push down, because they long too late. And then now they short, and now 2 times they've gotten taken out of the market, which most retail traders, they lose 3 times and they're out. And that's a brand new high put in on gold live on stream. And you'll see the euro probably did the same thing, and it did. Now the euro has gotten to the next box. And by the way, True Algo folks, the euro, we have a weekly scalp target right there, and there's a 92% chance overall that we get to that because it's not day 1 anymore. So looking for the euro to continue its way up. That's why I was telling you guys that DXY can go further down and the euro can go further up because they have not gotten to the True Algo weekly systems yet. And then indexes, we did just get that close. So 1 minute ago, we have a close, and this is what I want to teach you guys. So look, there's the candle. There's the candle. Sorry if it's a little small. I can zoom in a little bit. Might as well zoom in at this point. Move things around just a little bit, guys. So, True Algo members, and just any of you guys that are not a member but just using our live streams with us, this is what I'm talking about, that there is no reason to be short. Even though you see like the NQ candle is just slightly red, we don't short here. This is where most retail traders will short. Instead, like I told you, in the next 15 minutes, like, because it would take 2 successive candles, so this is the first close now. We know now when this candle closes, if it closes below that line that I just drew and closes below this box, now we can look for some shorts to kick in. We would like the ES to do the same exact thing. That's why I told you guys that most likely the CPI was going to be a bullish move, because both the ES, the NQ, and DXY confirmed before CPI printed that they were bullish and DXY was bearish. So when we close below these True Algo boxes, then we can look for a short, and it's always best when 2 indexes say the same exact thing versus just one. And here, the US 30, you can see that it is just still green. There is no reason to be short. It has to close below this box, and then we can push down. And you can see how they all look the same. There are going to be people who scalp short right now, and usually people define scalps in swings based off of time, and we don't define it like that. Because, again, that's a retail mentality. If 90% or 95% of people define things the same way, that is the reason why 90 to 95% of people lose. So where they might take a scalp short because they see a little bit of red, their broker fills them lower, and it doesn't take very many ticks to take them out of their position. So that's why we don't take these little positions, and instead we try to get these moves that play out instead. You can see US 30 is continuing to put a new high on the current candle, not a high for the day. We're specifically talking candle to candle movement. Oil has not put in a new high just yet, but it is hovering at the high of the candle. I'm going to come check back on you guys because I'm only looking at my screen right now. I'm going through your guys' questions. What about gold? Gold is now a sell. Sam, gold has to close before it would be a sell. And it has to close bearish. Right now, the only thing is to look for gold to keep going up. Jefferson, if beacons are missed, then True Algo is screaming that we're in a trend in the opposite direction of the beacon print. So if the beacon was bearish and we didn't hit it, and we know that the hit rate's well over 80%, then the True Algo is screaming to us that we are in a bullish trend. As you can see, gold's continuing to go up right now. There is no sells. And then let me get back to someone else's question. People keep asking, is there a chance to retrace to there? What a retracement? Oh, you're saying, yeah, if that happens. Theron, if you want to do crypto, it's because we're in the USA. Just send a message to support chat or talk to us on Discord, and we can try to figure some things out. Hi, McKenna. Hope you're doing well. There was a question that I missed. I apologize, guys. Where is it at? I just keep seeing people talk about reach. Oh, it's Praveen. Hello, sir. Can you please explain which box to take entry and where to place stop loss? So, just so you guys know, when you join... By the way, gold is putting in a new high. I'm going to keep getting distracted by this. Again, no reason to be bearish on gold, guys. We've now cleared an old beacon. And then look, this is what I told you. Let those people... Praveen, I won't forget your question. I just don't want to miss these moves for everybody. This is what we're talking about. Do you see how like retail traders will see that little bit of red and they'll short? Why? Because they're frustrated they missed the move. You see how people in chat are asking me about retracements? And this is what I talk about, retail concepts. And I don't mean to offend any of you guys. My goal is to help you guys do this better. I can't stress enough, from a demo and paper trade purpose only, remember, I'm only here for education and entertainment. The True Algo education system is saying there is no reason for price to push down. Every little bit of red you see is going to be to attract a retail trader to go short, and then you will see the next candle go up. We will look for retracements or shorts, which you guys keep asking about, because again, you missed the move, so how do you get it back? Will it retrace? And now I can get that entire move back, and that's not how you should view markets. Instead, using our True Algo education system, when we close below these boxes, guys, watch the circle. You see the box above price? Then you can look for retracements lower. Right now, every time retail traders go short right now, they are feeding long positions for us, and we will keep taking it. And when I say that, I'm not trying to sound pompous or try to sound better than people. You guys have been here and watched our streams before. Watch us navigate every single live event with volatility. That's the thing. Like, we don't change our mindset. Like, this is going to be bullish until we close below the box. And so when you guys join True Algo and you guys are asking, like, well, which box do I enter on? Every single box we teach you is related to our strategy, and it's every box, it's wherever you close beyond. So when we closed any of these candles bullish above this lower box down here, guys, then you are pushing upwards to the next box. And you keep repeating that process. If we closed below this box where we had our initial bullish longs, left side of your guys' screen, then your long position is closed, invalidated, and now you open a short position to come down to this box here. Every box is treated exactly the same. So if you've ever been looking for something that is a level-to-level trading or box-to-box trading, we've actually fixed that for people. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard that. The whole concept of level-to-level trading, this fixes it because the levels are on the chart before you ever start your day, and they don't move. That's probably one of the biggest things. By the way, the DXY put in another low in the Euro. Hasn't put in a new high, but it's really close. But this is why I was telling you that DXY has further to go. Again, we want to get to this True Algo yellow box, the swing system by True Algo. So we are almost there, folks. Again, let retail traders, sorry for the background noise, keep fighting our move and feeding the long positions right now. Look at gold, just absolutely going parabolic. Goodbye. That's why I told you, man, don't sell gold. Just let it run. And guys, I can't stress enough, like, gold now has to close below these two boxes to be short. What does that mean? Retail traders are going to keep shorting this move because they missed it. Now, Praveen and people asking, well, where would be the next entrance for a short if you hit this box that I'm circling and then you close red because it has to close bearish candles? There's your short. But right now, this is nothing but longs up, 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 up. Let retail traders fight us. And then just crypto, folks. Do you guys remember, those of you that have been here with me for the entire stream so far, just talking about, I said, and you can go back and watch a stream and call me out if I'm lying. Like, I specifically said, the ES and NQ were bullish. The US 30 was only one confirmed bearish. DXY was confirmed bearish. Euro was confirmed bullish. And then I said even crypto was confirmed the same directional move, which means we should have a bullish CPI. And then look at Ethereum on your left, look at Bitcoin on your right, or sorry, middle, and now look at Tether. And crypto folks that are a part of True Algo, I sent you guys that message yesterday. I try not to bother you guys or tag you very much, but I told you, man, this asset, when Bitcoin got down to this box, this is the opportunity we have to now ride Bitcoin back up, because everybody on crypto, sorry, there's background noise, guys, right now. I'm outside. Everybody on crypto last week wanted 100,000 Bitcoin up here. And this was, again, a perfect short from True Algo. You can ask our current members. And then now, True Algo, guys, I reminded you yesterday that Bitcoin was setting up for a potential long position if Tether can hold, and it did. And now you get to ride up from 66K all the way back up to 69.5. There is so much ambient noise in the background, guys. Can you guys let me know if the noises... It's like I'm in the middle of a construction set out of nowhere. I apologize. Let me know if it's really distracting, and I'll try to adjust my microphone. Please let me know if there's a tremendous amount of ambient noise. I'm hoping there is not. And so, let me go back to the questions I see popping up. So Tojo, when you say can I long the euro right now, judging by like the acronyms in your names, I mean you can use those concepts with True Algo. So this is the euro. The only thing I can tell you using True Algo, because we are not a signal service, and if you use the acronym, that type of trading style, which is in your name, then this is where you find reasons to go long up using those concepts, not ours. I'm just telling you there is no reason to go short on the euro, and you're seeing we are now putting in new highs on the euro. Can you guys hear me okay? There's someone literally... Oh my goodness. Can everybody hear me? Yes, no? When I say hear me, I'm more specifically talking about can you hear me or all the annoying sounds in the background? Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. I'm just going to try to talk a little louder and get closer to my mic by turning that outside noise down. Okay, cool. And I appreciate it, guys. Like, I'm on vacation right now, but I don't want to miss live streams for our members. I took a week off last week because I was on a cruise, and now I'm back full-time with them again. And so I'm not at my office, but I'm outside and trying to do this live with you guys. So I apologize for any of the background noises or weird things that are in the way. And we are monthly, thanks for answering, Peter. You have a 3-month option. We have a yearly option. We are not cheap like all the other $60 plans that you guys will see out there. So if you are looking to join, it has to be more of an investment in yourself, and we'll be here to help you, unlike other systems where you fend for yourself. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Freaks, I think you're... And by the way, we just put in another new high on the euro. Again, no reason to be bearish on it. Gold, a brand new high. Oil, brand new high. So tech, I know you were asking me, bud, and while you're waiting for that close, we already had that close like we talked about live on stream from the get-go. And now it's going to finish the move in the next 2 minutes. But hopefully, tech, you can see if we close right here, we're so close to that big take profit, it's hard to long a full position right there. You know what I mean? Because your stop's going to be so far. That's why the advantage is you get into the long position earlier, because True Algo flipped the box already to be bullish. And by the way, DXY, guys, just showing you live from stream, has now hit the True Algo weekly box. This is why I tell you live on streams when price is way up here, that I can tell you that True Algo wants to go lower on DXY and higher on the euro. And I say it with confidence because I know when I'm invalidated. I'm invalidated not because of how much money I lose potentially. I'm invalidated as soon as the euro closes, or not the euro, sorry, as soon as DXY closes up here instead. And as you can see, by the way, US 30 put in a brand new high, and the ES has I guess, double topped here, but again, there is still no reason to short. So Room's asking, is the NQ bullish? And you guys can answer them too. Like, for all of you guys that are on here, and if you're joining late, you can go back and watch the very beginning of the stream. There is no reason to be bearish, and now we just had another close. And you can see there is no bearish close whatsoever on any of our system for the index futures. So we will continue to remain bullish. And if things push down right now, we don't look to take these shorts. If you guys remember, when this candle first opened, we were also bearish on this right at the opening of the next candle, and then price, all it did was push up. Are you guys sure you can hear me okay? Because it is quite distracting where I'm at the moment. Sorry to keep asking you guys. I just want to make sure that you can hear me and not all the insane noises in my background right now. And by the way, gold opened that new candle, and just showing you, as soon as the candle opened on gold, and you guys are asking, like, how do I get into position? There's the True Algo box, there's a bullish close, and gold is already headed to its take profit, which is the next box higher, even if you weren't in the original gold position. And oil, by the way, it's almost there. Like, again, bullish close from the True Algo box, and we're still trying to get up to this True Algo box to finish the position. That's why, again, can confidently say there's no reason for us to be bearish on gold, no reason to be bearish on oil, as we're looking for it to finish playing out that position like so. DXY, man, for any of you guys that'll be on for FOMC later, there's a really high probability, as long as I know I'm repeating what I said, but for those of you guys that are later here, if DXY can stay within this True Algo box and doesn't close below here, man, I'm telling you, FOMC might rip people's hearts apart, and FOMC causes an extremely bearish move from markets. But if DXY closes below this gigantic yellow box by True Algo, then FOMC is going to produce a very bullish move for the markets, which will happen later today. See how indexes are holding strong? New York Open here is in 30 minutes. And I'll still be around, so please ask questions. I'm here to help, guys. Thanks, Peter. I appreciate it, bud. I was upset about yesterday when there was a little bit of sync issues and sound issues. We got it fixed, so sorry that it was bad yesterday for you. But it did get fixed, and then there was no issues for like the next 45 minutes straight. So I'm always trying to take you guys into account when I'm doing this stuff. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your answers. Thank you. All right. Am I correct? You would not take trades inside the box even if it closes above a daily box that is inside a weekly box. So I think what Jeffrey's asking, you guys can see like on the indexes, we have these stacked boxes right now in here. Jeffrey, you absolutely can use your own strategy with True Algo to find ways to go long throughout the box. Because if you miss the move to push up, but you know that we're bullish, then you can find ways to push up, whether you're trying to get to the top of the daily box, which is stacked inside the weekly box, or you're just trying to get to the top of the weekly box. The whole point of it is, most of the time when I'm showing you guys ideas, I'm purely basing it off our mitigation strategy, which is how we started the stream today. So if you were to go long right here, where's your stop? And then you have two options. The stop one from an idea perspective would be as soon as it goes below the day box or it goes below the weekly box. That way you don't miss out on what you're asking when these boxes are stacked on top of each other like that. It's just for me to be as consistent as possible with everybody on stream. I'm always reverting to the mitigation strategy, which means I'll miss any type of continued move in here, and then the bigger probability in my favor will be up here to push up. But you absolutely can use those concepts that you might know from somewhere else to play out within this box, and you know that you're invalidated from a bullish perspective when you close below here. So if you guys use fibs, if you use EMAs, if you use things that are on different time frames, RSI, MACD, I mean, you can name all those retail type indicators, or if you use fair value gaps, order blocks, I mean, you pick it, you name it, I don't care. What you want is for those things to be either occur here and be bearish using those concepts, or occur here and be bullish. This is an area where you could get trapped a little bit, but we will remain bullish overall until we close below the box. I hope that makes sense, Jeff. Gold update. Before I go to gold update, I'll make you a deal. You guys all tell me what gold was before, and then I'll switch over to gold. What do you guys got? And Tojo's actually answering Room's question, by the way, which is awesome. And Tojo is not a current member. So shout out to him or them for their answer. And so as I shift over to gold now, this is gold. Nothing will change. We are only looking for gold to go higher. And if gold reverses bearish, it doesn't matter. We don't chase the shorts. We let the shorts go, because right now True Algo is telling us these boxes can support price. So gold can do this during the New York session, because these boxes will now flip price bullish. There is no reason to be bearish on gold till it closes down here. We use our system and we don't look for reasons to short in this area. Does that make sense? Because if you do, you're fighting the long idea. The higher probability trade is here. So if you're someone who lacks patience because you always feel like you need to be in something, this system should really help you. But again, we are just looking for gold to finish out the bullish move right now, as is on oil. And just showing you, the indexes are literally just holding the same exact spot. They're just waiting for that New York open. We'll have another close here in 8.5 minutes, guys. I appreciate all of you guys coming in with your answers. I know there's a slight delay on YouTube, but I appreciate all of you guys coming up with those answers, man. You're awesome. Quick review, recap on silver. And and you were asking me that too in Discord, regular dude. So silver should look like gold. It can only be bullish now. I know, regular dude, you were asking me about the potential. I think it was you were looking for short opportunities. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just waiting for silver to load up. But commodities will all move relatively in the same direction, everybody. So we should be leaning on the bullish side of all commodities. Yeah. And so silver, there was that bullish close, but that close happened literally on the news announcement, so it would have been really hard to catch silver. That's why gold was a little bit easier. And now there's absolutely no reason whatsoever to be short on silver. It's bullishly pushing up, and we're also approaching a very key level. You're trending bullish on silver right now, both from a daily and a weekly perspective using True Algo. So that just means overall we shouldn't be looking to short silver. So that would be the biggest suggestion for that. And regular, as you were asking me, Bud, and we can talk about it too with other charts. Sometimes it's hard, but like with commodities, if you're going to be a silver trader, it's really helpful to look at gold as well and just seeing where they're at the same time. And sometimes it can help you decide if silver is the better idea or if gold is the better idea, if that makes sense. And if not, let me know, man, and I'll help you in chat on Discord. Tech, I mean, if you join, you're welcome to make that request, and we can give it to the team and look at it for further releases if that's something that people are interested in. The only thing is, like, we can't stress enough, guys, we are for demo and paper trading purposes only. This is for entertainment and education. We're not a signal service. I hope that makes a lot of sense, bud. You're welcome, bud, for the shout out. Again, you guys, This isn't like a fake live stream. You can ask me questions and you can say hello. I will gladly talk to you. I am a real person as far as I'm aware. So, here to help. So, for everybody that's sort of just clicking in or just hanging out, just to sort of give a recap where we're at, because New York is going to open here in 20 minutes, is we are continuing to remain bullish on everything. We had bullish confirmations before CPI released, and we've seen that play out now, and the only thing we can do now is be bullish. We cannot be bearish, because our rule set using True Algo is we have to have a bearish close below a box. So, just a reminder for all of you guys that have actually hung around on this live stream. If you even take just the current candle that closed and you just use that one to your advantage, when I sit here and tell you we're the only thing we can be is bullish, that single candle pushed up 35 ticks on the ES. And by the way, all of you here, what's the average move that you would take profit before you've ever talked to us at True Algo? And I bet you're going to see, if people answer the question, usually the average retail trader that actually has some experience in markets, they will take profit usually between 25 and 30 ticks. And so that candle alone produced that move. I can't stress enough, just from an education standpoint, we can't look for shorts. And when I say that, I hope you're not surprised when you see the ES closes green, puts in a new high. US 30 puts in a new high, is green, about to put in a new high. The NQ is the only one that's like frozen in place, and it's because of that question that Jeff asked me earlier. It's got a box stacked in a box, and it hasn't broken this True Algo daily box. There's a daily box right here, guys, stacked inside the True Algo weekly box. And so because it hasn't broken that daily box yet, it's harder for the NQ to break out of it right now. And by the way, we did just put in a new high on the US 30. That's why I can keep saying that to you guys with confidence. Gold, I don't think it put in a new high. But again, still green. As you can see, that long position still holding great. Oil, the long position still holding great as well. Crypto folks, you are in the same boat. There's absolutely no reason to be looking to go down right now. Okay? And now we're starting to clear up a lot of older beacons and scalp targets. So only looking for higher right now on crypto from a demo and paper trade purpose. I'm waiting for gold to finish this take profit right here. Get to this box. And you're someone, if you ever struggle to get your take profits to actually be filled, most people, you got to think about it. If you put your take profit right where that line is on that box on your long position, just front run it by 1 or 2 ticks, because we're trying to trade with the algorithm. So if you are choosing to set your take profit on an obvious line that other people are using, you might not get filled by your broker. And we all know what that feels like. So it's always good to front run by 1 or 2 ticks, close your position out in profit or protect it, and then end your day really well. By the way, US 30 is about to just put in another new high. ES put in another new high. I'm telling you, man, it's just, everybody wants it to retrace as a retail perspective. There's another new high on US 30. They want it to go down. I can't stress enough. We are bullish. It has to close bearish, and you guys can see it live. It's not happening. There's another new high on US 30. This is 60 ticks by itself, just this one candle. So that's 2 times the average retail trader's move. ES just put in a new high as well. Low stress, man. I mean it. You just let the candles do their things, guys. Thank you guys for answering. I appreciate that, man, about being honest about what your average take profit was. And I can't stress enough, guys, you think about it. If the average retail trader is a 25 to 30 tick take profit tool, if you're very patient and you use the system like you're supposed to, I want you guys to measure out the NQ move for the CPI. And again, we show you guys, and tech, I know you come to a lot of these streams, bud. You always ask about the stop loss. We show you exactly where we put our stop, where the entries are, and how you average them in from a perspective. And even if you only caught this one move this week, even if you had losses, this is now over 600 ticks straight vertical. And the long positions were produced all the way through the Asia and London session to get into the release, because New York, guys, still hasn't opened. New York is not open until 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, according to True Algo. I'm back on the Forex side now. And then on the Forex side, guys, notice that we were holding that line on DXY, but now we're continuing to be red. And the reason why is we need to get the euro higher. I want the euro to get to this box. And when the euro gets to that box, then I can look for some potential really big sell opportunities if we get a if we get a bearish close from that box. But that's why I still think that the euro has further up to go, and DXY is going to seep down into this box. And there you go, guys. Sorry I wasn't live on it, but now you can see it. Look at gold from a live perspective. You have now hit the take profit because you've hit this True Algo box, and then look at the sells kick in instantly. And it's not retail traders shorting. All it is take profits on the long positions. That's the mistake that people make. They think they're supposed to go short because they see a candle going retracing a little bit, and for us, we just know it's a take profit. And so now that we've hit this box for New York, if New York does this on the next 30-minute candle and then closes bearish, like I told you guys earlier, then you can have a short opportunity to get down to this box here. But just showing you guys from a live perspective that gold has now gotten to the full take profit idea that we predicted on stream. The ES just put in another new high because we just had another new candle close. So ready, everybody talk to me. Is there any reason whatsoever to be short on the ES? Is there any reason at all to be short on the NQ? Is there any reason at all to be short on the US 30? That's the 3 index futures that are in front of us right now. And the answer is no. It has to close bearish below a box, and as you guys can see, it's going to enjoy trapping retail traders. US 30, folks, this isn't a place that we use the mitigation strategy to go short. If this pushes down, then we just let it go. Just a reminder, every time these candles started red and then we put in a new high, except for the NQ. It didn't put in a new high just yet. It's trapped in our box. I hope that makes sense. Again, ask questions if it's confusing. Yeah, and Jeff's got a really, really good point, man. Thank you guys for your answers, man. I appreciate it. Always trying to make sure that we can't stress enough that, guys, this is for an education standpoint. A lot of other people, it's like a get rich quick scheme, right? I made $7,000 in 3 minutes, and it's just so unrealistic. It's not how trading works, man. This is a long game, and so we are here to educate you so that you have the power to start moving through markets yourself. So yeah, I appreciate your guys' answers. Thanks, guys. And Jeff is absolutely correct, man. Like this, we all like using our mitigation entrance strategy. It shows you how you know exactly what you could potentially lose and when you're invalidated. And as soon as you're invalidated, it's because you're supposed to take the opposite direction. So it helps greatly. New York's going to open here in 12 minutes. By the way, look at gold. Just absolutely selling hardcore from hitting that True Algo box. Told you, man. Like, just seeing it live, it's just so helpful. Just like from a mental stability standpoint, like trying to, we know that what I mean is like this is a psychological game. All you're doing is hitting a button. You know what I mean? And crypto folks, just take note that like you've hit that weekly open from the True Algo weekly system, man. That is such a huge take profit. So, and then Ethereum is at the trend box. So until Ethereum, there's too many boxes below to look for shorts. So even if crypto dumps right now, it's not a short that I could take because of all the boxes, and we're in bullish trend, and you're in a bearish trend on Tether, crypto folks. So for me, this wouldn't be a short I take. You can take it, but it's not something I'm going to do. I'm looking for reasons for this long to just have a take profit tool before pushing up higher. I hope that makes sense, crypto guys. Oil, man, you just got to get a little bit higher. It's messing with this. Okay, cool. I'm going to grab a drink real quick, guys. I appreciate you guys answering questions, and then thank you for helping with the audio. I'm outside, and it's just nice that I can ask you guys those. It sounded like someone was opening a construction site next to me, and I just appreciate you guys saying that it was fine. I'm trying to make sure that the audio stays good and the stream quality stays good for you guys. All right, so let me go to your questions. Tavo, on the ES, which box, daily or weekly? And Tavo, I also posted that video for you last night. I know you asked me on Discord, and I posted it in there for you. But on the ES, which box, daily or weekly? I'm not sure which it, Tavo, now that I'm seeing your question, and there's also a delay on YouTube, so I don't know when you're asking it. For me on the, I think I understand. So like for me, like any type of short position would have to be below both boxes. So like True Algo is telling you, though this box has been here, the daily box that you can see was put here, meaning True Algo is trying to protect us that if price were to push down during New York like this, and then let's say, boom, it closes below the yellow box right here, bud, most people will short. But True Algo still has that daily box specifically today to support it. And then now it goes like this, boom, and straight vertical. So for me, using the mitigation strategy, as soon as we close below both the boxes, then we can push down. And it wouldn't matter if the yellow box was lower and the orange box was higher. It's just, again, box-to-box mentality. Whichever we're waiting for shorts, that means you have to have a bearish close below the boxes. So it doesn't matter which one is where. Let me know if that makes sense, bud. And then now let me get to your other questions. Is it still safe to long even if the candle closed above the box? Isn't it too overbought already? I guess my question to you, Tech, is what defines overbought? And I mean that because like what's the definition of like why are you asking what's overbought? Is it, I know usually it's typically like an overbought, oversold is like an RSI or MACD. Is it just because the price is high? That's kind of like the questions that I'm asking, and then that can help me respond with a better answer related to the True Algo system, because we don't think about overbought or oversold ever, if that makes sense, bud. Okay, sweet, Tavo, thanks for confirming that was what you were looking for. Ina, yes, I can. By the way, gold is still selling off from that full take profit, and apparently the construction people are back by me. Hopefully, if it's only going to be very short-lived, I think, if you guys can hear it. Peter and Nat, thanks for your guys' answer to them. Yeah, guys, if you guys join here, like these live streams that we do, we record them and we get them put on the learning platform. And when I say there's when people say there's over hundreds of videos, we have a full tutorial section that has and shows you how to use these strategies. But then you have well over 150 live streams, both from a Sunday macro view and then also what I'm doing right now with you guys. We do this live in our Discord every day, and we put those videos on the website for you guys to rewatch so you can see a live perspective over and over and over again about how to move through the markets using True Algo. So if you ever were looking for something to actually support you, it's there. Now listen, guys, it's going to take work, man. Like, you have got to put in work yourself. You have to watch the videos. You can't just hope and dream like most people do. Overbought, price touched weekly boxes. Okay, cool. Now I understand what you're asking. No, let me hold on. My screen is jumbled. I apologize. There we go. So Tech, it doesn't matter that we're at this box, and you've been on our streams before, bud. So I can, I guess, answer your question a little bit differently than someone who's brand new. Like for me on the NQ and the ES, or reverting it to DXY, because it's at what we call the weekly system by True Algo. If you use the closes like what we're talking about, that's all that matters. I agree with you, and our True Algo members will agree too. I mean, look at crypto as a really good example. Here's Bitcoin. We got down to the weekly box, and it perfectly catches the low. So you could say, hey, man, isn't this mean we're oversold? Isn't it time to buy? That question is answered instantaneously as soon as, and watch right here, anyone watching, guys, like watch. As soon as you hit this box and then you close bullish, that question is now answered. You now are looking for reasons to push up. And look, there's the bullish close. Do you see it? The green candle closed above the True Algo box. And now, if you thought that we were oversold, you were right. And then there's the push up. And then Tech, if you've been paying attention, bud, this is why we show you those multiple entrance strategies. Because when this push down happens, and I will go, guys, 90 to 95% of retail traders, because they lose everything over a 6 month to 1 year period, they can't handle any drawdown because they can't be wrong. And that's why they're wrong so much. That's why we show you those multiple entrances, so you're ready for that drawdown, and then you scale in more, you get closer entrances to your stop, and then boom, price pushes up. But here's the thing, and please listen to this next part. Where you might think that this asset is oversold and now needs to buy up because it hits this True Algo box, that does not occur until you have that bullish close. Because if we have this red close and then red close, red, green close, and all these continue to just be in this box, when you close below it, now you're in a massive bearish trend using True Algo. And it's just lower and lower for the rest of the week. And I'll show you live what I mean on gold. On gold, we've closed above this box. So where you think gold might be overbought, that's an assumption that we all make. But for us at True Algo, it's not overbought until we get a bearish close from a box. Does that make sense? So if this candle closes bearish, now you can use that concept. But just note that, remember I told you guys on gold, there's a lot of support here to flip price back upwards. So just be cautious if you're only looking to short gold. The take profits are very close. DXY just put in a new low. The Euro just put in a new high. I'm sorry it's not moving very aggressive, guys, but again, we are only bullish here on out. If you guys go look on the RSI or MACD, you're going to see all of it on every time frame is going to be overbought. You know what I mean? But that's why those lagging indicators and repainting indicators mean nothing. We ride our position ideas because True Algo has not closed bearish. I hope that makes sense, everybody. And if not, just keep asking questions. And Gaurav, when you're saying what can I buy now, I don't like the True Algo system isn't designed like that. That's a retail concept, and that's not the way we work. You can ask me about specific asset classes and assets and where they're looking at, and I can talk to you about it, but I just can't say go long or go short. Sorry again for the ambient noise in the background, if you can hear it. I'm going to turn my mic down and just talk louder. I'll turn it right back up as soon as that noise stops. I am still here, by the way. New York is going to open here in less than 2 minutes, guys. So, about to have more volatility. You guys see gold is still holding? Okay, good. The noise stopped. Thank goodness. I'm hoping it stays. I'm turning my mic back up. You guys should all hear me pretty good now. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Inna. So for NQ, for me, Inna, is one, getting a close above the box here, and then boom, we're now, and remember, using the auto system by True Algo, it will auto give you the next set of levels for the swing system, the weekly system by True Algo. So that's all I'm watching. There's nothing to the left, Inna, or anyone else, guys, because there is no, we're at all-time highs. So there's nothing to the left, True Algo members, that could stop price. By the way, US 30, this is why I tell you guys, man, look at the drawdown that happened on this position for retail traders that went short. There's the New York Open, and they pushed him straight to our box, straight to the box. And now, by the way, that's a bearish close. It's not a position that I took because it happened too fast, but you guys see, look real quick to the right side of your screen. US 30 hit the box, bearish close, and then the sells kick in. This is not a sell point for the NQ. It's got to close lower. But you notice how price is starting to revert red. It needs to close lower, and then we can have shorts. But US 30 did get to it. I just couldn't get active on the position because it happened right at the second of the close. DXY still red, Euro still green. So there you go, folks. And there's gold. That short's starting to kick in now like crazy. It's not a short that I would, for me, that I take because it has to close bearish, guys. It can't just be bearish. Oil keeps getting so close to the full take profit on that position, but has not gotten to it just yet. And then crypto, folks, Tether is holding the trend system by True Algo. But again, I can't look for shorts on Bitcoin until it closes below the daily box. This is not an area where I short. I don't short based off of the weekly open or things like that. Gold is trying to trap people again. Guys, for gold, don't be distracted by this candle being red. It has to close red. This is a really good place for retail traders to keep getting trapped within this individual candle. And by the way, the NQ just tapped the True Algo weekly box low to the tick and immediately bought back up. This is why, guys, I can't stress enough. The shorts are when you close bearish from a box. That's why this candle on US 30 went so aggressively down, because the algorithm hit the box, closed bearish, boom, they sold. And now the candle's right back at the open, trapping retail traders. Because the NQ, middle of your screen, guys, ES, left side of your screen, neither one of them are confirmed bearish. So it's going to be a trap fest on the US 30. Sorry, I'm trying to flip around to as many assets as possible. We did put in a new low just now on DXY and a new high on the Euro. Still trying to get to that final take profits on the Euro, which is that weekly scalp target by True Algo, and then the weekly box right here by True Algo. So still higher for that, still lower for DXY. Gold pushing down really aggressive from hitting that full take profit. And being fully transparent, this is not a short that I take, but just showing you guys the power when it hits that box and then now it rejects live. NQ still powering up from the box. US 30, you're heading in the opposite direction because you confirmed bearish. And then the ES is holding still. Sorry if I'm talking fast, guys. It's when New York opens, there's a lot of volatility I'm trying to take advantage of, as well as help members at the same time. Alan, I am not using the Heinz indicator at all for CPI. I'm just using the boxes from True Algo. NQ still going vertical. US 30 still going down. Again, from those sells. NQ still going up. ES is completely neutral. If you guys, those of you keep asking me about the ES, it's neutral, guys. There's nothing to do on the ES. It has to close below or above. The NQ offered a really good opportunity if you wanted to take it off this box. Jeff, you were asking me, bud, this is one of those things. It's such a good opportunity. And US 30 is just falling off a cliff from that bearish close. Guys, does it make sense what I mean about US 30? I mean, it's the only one. I told you I couldn't get into the shorts when it happened because you saw it live. It happened within seconds of the close. But just showing you, like, for someone who comes in and you guys are just using the closed system by True Algo, and you're like, why is US 30 selling off but the NQ isn't, or the ES isn't selling off? And it's because it did not hit a box and close bearish, but US 30 did. And all of you guys look, and look, there's another proof of the point. Look at gold. Look what gold does. It comes in, it sells off, and this is what I told you guys, like, even if you got into a sell, your take profit from True Algo is so close. And look, it hits the True Algo box, and look at them buy instantaneously. They're just taking a quick little profit off of their positions, and then boom, it pops right back up, meaning all those retail traders that keep trying to get in on this candle are getting wrecked. They're just going to get wrecked, guys. Don't be a part of that what I would call that statistic. And for the record, we did get to the scalp target now on the euro. You guys see here how this has a check mark? That's letting our members know that we did get to the weekly scalp target on the euro. And again, True Algo members, I'm going to have a new video for you guys this week that really goes into detail about using the new beacons and targets update that Otoro gave us regarding the hit rates per day. And this is why you can wield that power, and look how it's starting to sell from that target, and why I told you we don't target this on Monday, because the hit rate's only 17%. And now 2 days later, boom, now you have reasons to get there. But did you have a box that got you there in the first place? And absolutely it did. If you were to ask me, oh, does that mean I'm supposed to sell the euro right now? And that's where I say, come on, guys, we have to make sure we're learning. Like, there are no sells on the euro until we close below these set of boxes. True Algo is trying to protect us from shorting too early. Even if price shoots down, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to take it. That means I don't miss it. I don't have any loss or a win. The win already occurred from the longs. The shorts are down here. And then you look to push down, guys. Look at US 30, boom, bought straight back up from the box. The NQ, and by the way, if you guys think this candle is small on the NQ, it's a 200 tick 15-minute candle on New York Open. This one little candle, it looks so small on the screen. That's 200 ticks, guys. That is almost 10 times the average move of a retail trader. I know the candle might look small on your screen, but it is not, man. And then US 30, this is why we teach you guys, if this is a bearish close, where's your major take profits? It could be an open, it could be a fair value gap, or most importantly, when you hit a True Algo box, the position has now played. And as you can see, look at the wick that has formed and sucked it back up, and now people are getting jostled around in that candle. Dan, I saw your message just now. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. Room, I see every time you type, but I'm not sure what your questions are. You could ask me things about the NQ. Right now, I need to be very specific, and I don't know if this is going to help him, but I hope it helps the rest of you. I can't stress this enough, guys. Nothing has changed on the NQ. It is still bullish using the True Algo system. And if you keep asking like every minute, is it a buy, is it a sell? That's a retail mentality we don't use here at True Algo. We are specific to our closes. I can't stress enough. This asset is completely bullish, just like it was since we started the stream. Every time it pushes down, as a retail trader, you want to short, and there's no shorts till it closes below the box. And by the way, we teach this in our tutorials if you join our system. But for all of you guys that are current members, I tell you guys, pay attention to what you see people post in chat, because you start to get a little bit better gist of how most people are viewing markets, and it can help you. Gold is continuing to sell off hardcore. Again, we hit the full take profit. This is not a short that I'm in. You can gladly take the short because you've hit the True Algo box and it's reversing, but I'm being transparent that I did not take this short. I'm not going to be like other people and say that I did. We took the longs up. I wanted my full take profit hit. I hit the full take profit. I don't overtrade, and now this push down is totally fine. I don't care if it drops another 10 points. Where I use a strategy I can replicate is when we close back below this box down here, guys. Right now, True Algo members, we are back testing the weekly scalp target on gold. Again, trying to be transparent where I think a lot of other people are not. Yes, took the longs up, but did not take the short down. You can see that the euro is starting to struggle a little bit up here from hitting that weekly scalp target. We're also in the first portion of the weekly system right here, True Algo members, but just note there is no bearish close yet. So all this is like big take profits, or if it's the moves are starting to push down, we don't look to take the move till we have our closes. If you're using the mitigation strategy. By the way, this is a 300 tick candle now on the NQ. And you're about to put in a new high on the ES. If the NQ can get above this True Algo daily box, man, the NQ might send markets flying here in a second. Upwards, by the way. And current True Algo members, please remember what I keep teaching you about the opposite direction on the US 30 and the NQES for like that first 10 minutes. And then if it doesn't start to move in the same direction after 10 minutes, usually for about 40 minutes, they will continue to go opposite directions. Then after that, they move together. NQ's trying to go for it, guys. Is what I talked to you guys about. Just it can only be bullish. There is nothing to be bearish. It has to close below. Retail's going to want to play individually within this candle. They're going to go on a 1 minute, a 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute chart, and they're going to get trapped. Instead, from a 15-minute perspective, we are only remaining bullish on this chart. I hope that makes sense, guys. Gold, again, holding that weekly scalp target. I'm still upset that oil hasn't gotten to that full take profit. We've got a whole long time for New York session to get there, but statistically speaking, oil should close higher for the rest of the week, everybody. Again, listen to what I'm saying. For the rest of the week, and it's a Wednesday. US 30, everyone getting trapped trying to short this box down here, man. I can't stress enough, guys. Like, this is not where you start to short. This is a take profit from the shorts up there. And now all those retail traders are going to get trapped trying to play in that box. They can't see it, and then they're going to take the wrong move on it. And then they'll go long, and then they'll push them back down because, again, the candle hasn't closed. That's why we tell you guys we wait for confirmations. By the way, the NQ just put in a new high. The overall move now is, I think, a little bit over 650 ticks from the CPI release to now on the NQ. That's such a good move today, man. That's beautiful. I'm trying to catch up to your guys' questions, sorry. Tojo, that's the point of the system, bud, that you have to wait for a confirmation candle close from a box either above it or below it. Most retail traders will continue to keep trying to get into a move every second over and over again, and that's where they get wrecked, and we are patient here. And we're patient with the strategy. We're not just, I want to be clear, guys. When I say I'm patient, I'm not just saying, oh, I'm a patient person. No. Like, our strategy, we have to wait for the closes. Therefore, you are forced to be patient here. So if you lack patience, this system will help you. You're probably going to hate it in the beginning, but it's going to help you. I mean, look at US 30 right now, guys. Look at it. It's just continuing to go up, holding that box. Tavo. That's funny, man. So Alan's asking, is it too late to get in the NQ if it closes above the box? So let's evaluate it. For me, Alan, when we close above here, we're already trending on a day, and now you'll start the trend on the week. So it wouldn't be too late for me. You just have to be cautious that if you're using the mitigation strategy, your stop loss is pretty far. So whenever you have to put your stop really far, what do? You de-risk. Does that make sense? And then you want to see maybe if the NQ is the one that you're wanting, maybe the ES presents a better opportunity. Or the US 30 has a close here, then the next 15 minutes closes bullish here, and then now you can ride that up. So, but if you want to play the NQ and you weren't able to get into it earlier or the retest of the box, if it closes here, then and you want to take it but you're worried about the stop, just do what I was talking about when you practice, just de-risk. That way you can still take the statistic in your favor versus just watching it go without you. Gold is still holding the same exact spot, guys. Oil's starting to sell a a little bit harder now from this. Maybe oil could do something like this, guys. Come down, hit this True Algo flex, fill the gap, boom, and then come back up. Trying to get rid of these extra notes on the chart. Gold now retesting that weekly scalp target. And just showing you guys, like I was talking to you, I know sometimes I might sound crazy when I'm like, I'm not looking for any shorts at all on crypto until it closes below the box, and now you can see crypto starting to muscle back up again. The euro, by the way, just tapped the very bottom of the weekly box, and it's holding. So potential good opportunities now for euro to continue on its merry way. Apparently, I'm like, there's a close, by the way. So we have a bullish close now on the NQ. Again, we have yet to have a bearish close, but there's that bullish close you were asking about, Alan. The ES is still bullish. You could say neutral if you're not in anything, but it is completely bullish because there's no bearish closes. And then US 30, folks, this is not a bearish close using our True Algo system, even though the candle is going bearish. Again, I'm trying to be transparent and follow my rules I teach the members because this next candle already hit the take profit box. But yes, these are continued bearish candles forming headed down towards this True Algo box. But again, these are not shorts that I'm going to take because then I'm not following my rules. So just being transparent about that. I'm going to stay on just for the very next 15-minute candle close, which also will be a 30-minute candle for all other assets. So if you guys have any other questions, please let me know so I can answer them, guys. I'm trying to read your guys' questions. Sorry. Give me a second. Jay, Jay, I think you're JS or J's. I'm happy for you, bud. Yeah, I mean, like, I try my best on these streams with you guys to, like, I try to be calm. I don't try to be emotional. I try to call everything for what it is, and I try to be as transparent as possible. I mean, guys, we've been on here for an hour and a half, and just go through. Like, if something is, even if a trade goes exactly as planned, I still am transparent about, like, it's not something I would take because it doesn't follow my rules. And so the system really does help. These boxes really, really help. And when I say system, it's because if you join us, guys, and you subscribe to the indicator system, you get the learning platform, but you get these live streams as well. That's funny, man. You guys see how US 30 immediately went to hit the box again, and as soon as it hits the box, the buys keep happening. That's what I'm telling you, like, it's not a position that I would take. Euro still holding the box. DXY is still confirmed bearish. And then Tech, if you're still here, bud, I know you always ask good questions. Like, this is why I tell you, until DXY can even close above the True Algo weekly box, there's absolutely no reason to think that DXY is over sold at this point. If you want to use that mentality with the boxes, like you were saying, it has to close bullish above the box. Gold, you guys see how it's like, understandably, like the candle is aggressive, but do you see like the wick? That it's just going to sit here and trap people within this, and this is why True Algo is telling us, like, wait for a close. And this is why I'm stacking these boxes for you, because I'm trying to protect you that there is a lot of support where retail traders are going to get trapped in this area. And that's not something we want to do. We want to stay away from making those mistakes. That euro got bought straight back up to that candle, man. It's almost going to turn green in a second. Let's see if we can catch it live. Come on. Come on. I gotta sit here and awkwardly wait now. 12 minutes for another big close. If you guys have any questions, please get them coming in, because I am going to jump off as soon as that candle closes, update where everything is, and then I'll be out. NQ and ES still continuing to hold those bullish moves. And by the way, you guys remember, you told me, let's try this. Ready? Let's zoom in. Question: before I measure it, what is your average take profit before you met us at True Algo? And by the way, take profit doesn't have to change. It just, again, you guys all wrote those answers for me. I'm asking you, what is your average take profit on a position per tick? You know what I mean? So look, this is a bullish close. Alan was asking me, is there a potential to go long? And I said, absolutely yes. It's just you might need to de-risk a little bit because the candle, the stop is very big if you're using the mitigation strategy. Again, rewind the tape. I was very specific. So again, the average answer is going to be somewhere right around 25 ticks. How big do you guys think this candle is right now? Just eyeballing it. Do you think it's only 25 ticks? Do you think it's way less? Because when I'm zoomed out, it looks tiny, right? But I just want to show you like how, and by the way, there's another new high. Just to show you how real markets are with using True Algo. There is 65 ticks. That is 2.5 times the average retail trader's take profit on a single candle that we predict live, going from candle to candle. You guys have been other places where they're trying to they overtrade. They will open very, very big positions, and they're trying to scoop out 3 to 4 ticks. And instead, there's 65. And watch live, guys. There's another new high. That's another 3 or 4 ticks right on top just now. Sorry, 10 ticks on top. There's another new high. I know it because the blue is going to keep raising up. There's another new high. This is why True Algo, again, I don't think there's anything else better out there. But we also provide the live streams like I'm doing right now to help you guys if you need that. Gold still ever slowly coming down. And just by the way, this isn't a straight vertically down move. It keeps sucking up and trapping people that are shorting too soon. Okay? And True Algo members, you guys know this, correct? Look, what's the statistic, True Algo guys, that you can't close above that True Algo box? You guys all know it, and if not, you need to ask questions in our Discord, but you know the exact statistic of what we cannot close above that box, and that's why I told you this is not a place to go long. It's to take profit on the long positions, and now you see the flood happening. And by the way, oil's sucking back up. See if we can get to that take profit, man. Hit the box. I keep trying to get back to the euro to catch it when it's green to show you guys live. The NQ's still going up, by the way. Let's freaking go, man. Just showing you it was 65 ticks a second ago, guys. Look, there is 30 more ticks live on stream. 30 more, guys. It is almost 100 ticks live just on the single candle. That's why True Algo is what it is, man. God, it's gorgeous. Oil, come on, man. Sorry I keep flipping back and forth. I'm just trying to get oil to hit the box and then the euro to turn green before I get off the stream here in 10 minutes. Thank you guys for your answers on the ticks as well as on the 80% mark, John and Sam. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, man. I am with my family on vacation, so the chances of me being on for FOMC Live is quite low. I'll still be checking with the current members in our Discord, but I won't be on YouTube Live. Adam, that's awesome, bud. I'm happy for you, man. That's freaking awesome, bud. Alan, it's okay, man. Don't do that to yourself. The one advantage of like using our system is you're going to miss trades all the time, and there's always an opportunity the very next day or the very next session across our assets. So don't do that to yourself. We have PPI tomorrow. We have the Michigan release on Friday. So there's plenty of stuff. Don't do that to yourself, man. Tech, the last sentence that you just put, the only problem, the box range is quite big. If you join our group, man, you will see I have solved that problem for you. And that's what we call our mitigation strategy. So you've been at almost so many of these live streams. Just one of these days, just jump in, man, and I'll help you. Or you can DM me on Discord, and I can talk to you about it really quick. But that's why if you can listen to what I'm saying, Alan is one of our members, and he asked me a question on this stream. And if you see what he said, he was asking about going long here. And Tech, I'm just showing you the same example. I was talking about your stop loss would be very far because the box is so big in this case. So I told him to de-risk because, again, as a retail trader, let's say you guys use minis. You would enter in one mini contract right here, thinking that you are now going to make $900 or $9,000, depending on whatever you're doing, off a move, which is unrealistic on YouTube. That's what those people do. We don't do that crap. What we teach you is instead, this is entrance 1, and if instead of one mini, let's say that it's 1 or 2 micros instead. So you immediately take your entrance and you divide it by 80%. Does that make sense? Which means you've lowered your risk by 80%. Then the next entrance is lower. Then the next entrance is lower before you get to the stop out point. And what happens is that last position down here has like a risk to reward of like a 20-to-1, where the initial one might only have like a 1-to-1. And that's the difference with our system, and I teach you guys how to do that, versus most people are only going to enter in their full position at the very first close. That's why they can't handle any drawdown, and that's why they get wrecked. So I solved that problem for you, bud. But you got to join us to get access to the system to help you. It's truly up to you, man. I mean, you can DM us on Instagram, but guys, if you want to get a hold of us, I can't stress this enough. Go to our Discord. Can True Algo members, can one of you guys post the Discord link? All you have to do is DM us on Discord, and we actually talk to you. Like, we will answer your questions. So people are always wondering, like, will I get support if I join you guys? It's one of the few places that if you DM myself or Otoro in Discord, you get a response like within minutes. So just come. I'd rather than doing it on Instagram. Yeah, man, Alan, don't stress it, bud. By the way, the NQ, you saw it dip down a little bit, and now it's straight back up to almost putting in a new high. The ES put in a new high, too. I will be live for PPI tomorrow. I just won't be live on YouTube. I'll be with you guys. If that changes, I'll let you know. But if this stream, True Algo members, one thing I'm going to ask you tomorrow or tonight is if this stream went really, really well, I might just live stream on YouTube versus live streaming in Discord because we don't have any issues, if that makes sense. I'm just waiting for this next close, guys, and then we'll update and I'll be out. You guys see the ES putting in a new high? Let's go, man. Beautiful. There we go. Finally. Okay. I was waiting for the take profit to hit. Oil. There you go. So just, and tech, remember, this is a good opportunity, but because we went live right here on this candle. Remember what I was talking to you about? And I think you and other people, they always ask us about win rates. And the problem is, I've said this to you guys before, retail traders worry about win rates because they don't understand risk to reward. You do understand risk to reward because you've asked very pointed questions about it. And so just showing you, but even from a win rate perspective, there's the full take profit hit on oil without drawdown ever occurring from the live stream candle that started. And now we've hit this take profit, but just like before, there is no shorts on oil, guys, until we can close this candle bearish, and then we can look to push down. But True Algo members, I told you guys, if oil closes above the weekly system, and this is another opportunity, Tech, to answer your question. Look, why didn't the weekly box from True Algo, if you think that it could be seen as an overbought perspective, why didn't we short? And it's because we did not close below it, and instead there's your bullish close above it, and now you're in a massive bullish trend from a swing perspective on oil, and there you go. Sorry that it took so long for that to play out, guys. It literally took an hour for that candle to go, but the full take profit has now been hit on oil. And I'm still waiting for that candle to turn green on the euro. So oh, there we go. Boom. So there. I'm just trying to prove a point, guys, that like when this drawdown happens and people get worried, we tap that True Algo box to the tick, and then just showing you that the candle is still green. There's no reason to be bearish on the euro until it closes bearish from a box. And there you go. Just I want to make sure from a live perspective you see this because this is reality. Everything doesn't always play out instantaneously in a minute. Sometimes it takes a 30-minute candle, a 15-minute candle for it to produce the move that you're looking for. I hope that helps, guys. About to have this next close. I'll do a quick update, and then I'm out, guys. We've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. So I appreciate it. Eagle is asking, what do we mean when we say de-risk? And de-risking would be like if you were to open a position. Remember, this is for demo and paper trades. If I was going to open a position with $50, and that's what I always open my position with, but I am nervous because my stop loss on this idea is too far, then to de-risk would be, okay, instead of betting $50, I'm only going to bet $25. Therefore, I have de-risked 50% of my position just by risking less, if that makes sense, bud. The timing correlation between ES, NQ, and DXY. Absolutely, Jay. Check it out real quick, everybody. And guys, if you get a chance, man, go just rewatch the first 10 minutes of this live stream. I think it'll be one of the most helpful things. You might even, just the first 5 minutes of the live stream. But the correlation is this. Typically, if the ES and NQ, so I'll show right here. Watch the circles. If the ES and NQ, and by the way, this was covered in the beginning of the stream because this is the CPI candle. If the ES, that is a confirmed bullish confirmation from True Algo on the ES. And then if the NQ is also, as you guys can see here, a bullish confirmation from True Algo, then you want to see DXY typically have a bearish confirmation. And by the way, right here is the bearish confirmation, and also the Euro had a bullish confirmation. So 4 out of 4 said that CPI should have been bullish. And as you can see, that's exactly what played out. So typically the ES and the NQ should go the opposite direction of DXY, but it's not guaranteed. You can't say always, if that makes sense, bud. Okay, cool. So there's our last close. So guys, let's talk about it. US 30, you are still confirmed bearish. I can't stress enough, like that was that first bearish close. You can see bearish candles. You can see that we're bearishly pushing through True Algo boxes. We have not closed bullish above to then push up. So US 30 is bearish. The NQ continues to be bullish, as you guys can see. Every time the candle goes down red, it attracts a retail trader to go short, and then the candle turns green. So we are still bullishly confirmed on the NQ. Nothing has changed on the ES. It is still bullish. You can say it's neutral if you're not in a position, but it is still bullish until it closes bearish below the boxes. And you guys see it live, man. And then DXY, it is not closed above the True Algo swing system, so it is still confirmed bearish or neutral if you're not in anything. And then Euro, folks, you are also still confirmed bullish until you close a bearish candle below the boxes. Oil, cannot stress enough, we got to that full take profit, but this is not a short idea. Even though you see it starting to sell from the True Algo box, it has to close bearish, guys. We follow our rules. And then gold, as it continues, it sells from, again, that same point that we just saw on, what was it? The Euro entering that red box. Until gold closes below here, that's where the more active shorts from using our mitigation strategy kicks in. But there's no reason to be bullish on gold now until you get a bullish close above there. Listen to what I'm saying, because some of you might be like, wait a second, is he talking back his words? No. I told you I couldn't take this short because it didn't close bearish. And so now you're like, well, wait a second. It closed bearish down here, so now you go short. No, I'm being transparent. It did not close below a box. It did close below the daily box, but it also is now within the weekly system. I told you, you will miss things because True Algo is trying to protect you. And reminder, guys, these are 30-minute candles. If you think that this 30-minute candle just went straight down, it was an easy thing to do, that's completely wrong. If you go to a small time frame, you will see that this red candle went up and down and up and down and up and down to trap people. Cool? So that's, again, True Algo protecting us. Okay, cool. And that's it, man. That's all I got. I really would like the NQ to put in just one more new high because that'll be 100 ticks from that position. But before I jump off, but we'll see. Hold on, let me get back over to you guys. Any last minute questions? I think we're going to get it. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Please come check us out over on Discord. Ask your questions, man. It's one of the rare places you can get answers. And it's okay to ask your questions in the group chat. You don't have to like DM me personally. I get usually about like 200 DMs over like a 2 or 3 day period, and almost all of it is spam. So if you can, just go ahead and reach out through the group chat as well. All right, guys, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for hanging out for literally what is 2 hours now during a CPI event. Be careful during FOMC later. True Algo members, I don't know if I'll be live, but I know that I'll at least be checking Discord with you guys. If things change and I'm able to my family's at the pool and I can just be on here with you guys, I will. All right, guys, have a good one. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope that we somehow helped educate and entertain these bullish moves that played out through the markets.